A very pleasant morning, children. I, your English teacher Tanima Seth, welcome you all back to our online sessions. Hope you have taken immense rest in the holidays and rebooted your systems. I also hope you might have used your time constructively and wisely. Let's begin afresh with great energy, with lessons learned and more realistic promises. Today, we'll read a new story from your literature book, Ranikhet's Gift by Rudrani Ghosh. Children, Rudrani Ghosh spent a great part of her life in the Indian cities of Mumbai, Kolkata, and Delhi. She currently resides in Ranikhet. She is now living in Ranikhet. She writes purely for her own pleasure. Ranikhet's gift is a travel writing. Now, when I say this word, travel writing, you might be thinking, what is travel writing? Children, travel writing is a genre of writing in which the author describes places they have visited and their experiences while traveling. It includes vivid descriptions of the place. So Ranikhet's Gift by Rudrani Ghosh. It includes beautiful and magnificent descriptions of the advancing monsoons in Ranikhet, the arrival of the monsoon season in Ranikhet. You should know that where is Ranikhet? Ranikhet is located in the state of Uttarakhand. It is an attractive, serene, and beautiful hill station situated in the state of Uttarakhand. Over the years, this place has restored its natural essence and elegance in the form of open green grasslands, as you can see it in the picture, tall coniferous trees, right? At the background, there are tall coniferous trees, peaceful surroundings, and impressive hilly regions. But before reading this beautiful piece of writing by Rudrani Ghosh, I want you to recollect any such memory of yours when you were outdoors and were either inspired or frightened by nature. Children, nature has always stunned us, the human beings, with its attractive beauty, right? Like the pink sky or the grand mountains, the trees, the animals, the flowing river, the frozen sea, sunrise, sunset, or blossoming flowers, light showers of rain, or just a gentle breeze. Nature reveals its beauty in all places and at all times. But on the other hand, nature can be destructive as well. We have seen on the news channels the countries or maybe the places in the world which were affected by tsunamis, or the recent wildfires that took place in Australia, cyclones, earthquakes, floods, storm are examples of the other aspect of nature, that is disruptive, violent, fierce, uncontrollable. Anything which would come on its way, it will destroy. So nature has that power in it. If it can soothe us, then it can also provide such sights which are destructive in nature. Sometimes it is gentle, calm, peaceful, and sometimes it is violent, fierce, destructive. So time to time, nature has made humankind aware of its beauty as well as its shortcomings. There are times when we get inspired by nature, which refills us with hope and positivity. And there are also times when we get frightened by nature, which leaves us in fear and surprise. Fortunately, Rudrani Ghosh has experienced the delight of nature at Ranikhet, and she has also expressed her gratitude towards it. Now let us begin reading. Remember that she is talking about the arrival of the monsoon season in Ranikhet. Just look at the first paragraph on page 26. The dull light on the frosted glass of the door heralded a new day. A peak outside presented the picture of an overcast sky with tall looming pines standing motionless, awaiting the attack from above. A gust of wind, followed by a clap of thunder, unleashed the rains, and down it came with full ferocity. The monsoons had arrived in Ranikhet. The dull light on the frosted glass of the door. Now, frosted glass is a type of glass which is used in window panes through which light transmits, but it creates a very blurring image, or rather, it doesn't give a very clear picture. It reduces the visibility. So the visibility is reduced on the frosted glass. So when this dull light reflected, or it just transmitted on the frosted glass of the door, it announced. Heralded over here means announced. It announced the approach, the coming of a new day. A peak outside presented the picture of an overcast sky. Now, when Rudrani Ghosh peeked outside, peek means peeped outside. She was looking outside. She viewed that the sky is laden with clouds. Overcast over here means the sky covered with clouds, with tall, looming pines standing motionless, awaiting the attack from above. So, the tall, large, evergreen, coniferous trees were standing motionless. They were not moving at all. It appeared as if they were waiting for the attack from above. That is the sky. All right. That is from the sky, as the sky was covered with clouds. Of course, rain was expected. Therefore, it looked as if the pines, these tall trees, were standing without any movement, waiting for the heavy downpour. Right? So these are the pine trees. So this is a natural atmosphere which is created before it starts raining. So we all have experienced the same. Before it rains, the sky is full of clouds, and then it is followed by strong winds, thunder, lightning, and in some time it starts raining heavily. Similar is the description given here in the first paragraph. A gust of wind, followed by a clap of thunder, unleashed the rains. Now, gust over here means a sudden strong wind, right? So the winds started to blow strongly, followed by the deep rumbling sound of thunder after a flash of lightning, and it appeared as if the clouds from the above have released the rains at such a violent force that cannot be controlled, and down came the rain with heavy and violent noise, and down it came with full ferocity. That is, it came with heavy violent noise. So this indicates the arrival of the monsoon season in Ranikhet. Now, in the second paragraph, she goes on to describe the wonderful sight when it was raining continuously for some hours. She uses many adjectives to describe every bit of the scene. She says, "It was a wonderful sight, the water gushing and gurgling down the slope, the trees swaying and the leaves dancing in mirth to the accompaniment of the now roaring wind, and the orchestral din of the pounding rain on the tin roof of our bungalow. We had to dive inside for our woolens and socks. The noise grew louder and louder as white marbles of hail came dashing down to earth, covering the lawn in white gravel. It rained incessantly for a couple of hours, and then a sudden calm descended over the hills." Now she says that it was a wonderful sight to look at, the water gushing and gurgling down the slope. Now the water was flowing quickly through the narrow space on the hilly slopes and making a gurgling sound as it was flowing down the hills. Then she says, "The trees swaying and the leaves dancing in mirth to the accompaniment of the now roaring wind, and the orchestral din of the pounding rain on the tin roof of our bungalow. The trees were moving from side to side." Swaying is the movement from one side to the other side. So due to the wind blowing strongly, the trees were moving from one side to the other, and it looked as if the leaves were dancing in joy. Mirth over here means happiness, joy. The dancing of the leaves went together with the roaring wind. As the wind was blowing strongly, it made a very loud noise. And the raindrops, which were pounding, or you can say hitting, the tin roof of Rudrani Ghosh's bungalow, produced loud noises, or you can say loud, mixture of noises. It sounded as if, all the noises were, of the atmosphere of the thunder, lightning, the raindrops hitting the tin roof. It gave the effect as if the orchestra was playing. So when it rains in the hilly terrains, in the hilly regions, the climate turns to be cold. Therefore, now Rudrani Ghosh says, we had to dive inside for our woolens and socks. So she says that, of course, she, along with the other members in her house, they had to quickly get into or wear their woolens and socks to protect themselves from the changing weather or the cold weather. She says further, the noise grew louder and louder as white marbles of hail came dashing down to earth, covering the lawn in white gravel. Now, over here, she says that the noise grew louder and louder. And what happened? A shower of hail that is frozen rain, came down, hitting the surface of the earth. The hail appeared to be as white frozen marbles. The heavy fall of hailstones covered the lawn of Rudrani's bungalow. Now, gravel consists of very small stones that are used for making paths or roads, etc. So here, the small balls of ice covered the entire lawn, giving it an appearance of a white gravel, as you could see it in the picture. So it covered the lawn completely, and it looked as if, or it gave a picture of the white gravel. Then she says it rained incessantly. Incessantly means continuously for a couple of hours, and then a sudden calm descended over the hills. So it rained continuously for some hours, and then as the rain stopped, a sudden calm or peace came over the hills. Children, I conclude today's session here, but you need to go through the video again. Be thorough with the theme and the setting and the explanation of both the paragraphs. Read the story till where it has been covered. I'll meet you again soon in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay happy. Bye-bye. Thank you.